All right, so this is a test run to see how this is going to record in my car. I'm on my way to work. Your girl is tired, but money has to be made. Okay. I gotta drop Joy off first. And then head to work. So let's roll out.
Just the beginning, I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? And what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be?
Okay, y'all, so I'm finally up. I am finally rested. Today was a good day. I ended up going to church directly from, well, not directly from work. I came home, took a little nap, um, and then went to church. It was the first Sunday of the year. I'm glad I went. Felt really, really good. Um, Let me pull something up. So I'm an oversharer sometimes, and I kind of like to give you background of what it is that I'm talking about so you can kind of understand like the context of the story or whatever. And so I'm going to share with you the key things that I heard God say um during church service on the 31st. Um so I had posted this on Facebook. It says the main words from church service last night, whether it was the sermon or prayer that profoundly resonated with me, were preparation, clarity, restoration, supernatural, obedience, and unwavering confidence in the voice of God. I am eager to see what He has in store for my life, and I am ready to embrace it with faith. So, um, I guess this is going to be more so about clarity and the unwavering confidence in the voice of God. So, after that service, I was like, okay, we're going into a new year. It's going to be 2025, which means my daughter will be 5 years old in January. Um, so I'm sorry, y'all, my screen keeps going out, even though it's still recording me. And it's been 5 years that I have initiated any contact with her father. And there's a history there that I'm not really going to get into right now, but I have not initiated contact with this man since September, I believe, of 2020. Any contact that has been done um to me has been from him. But I was like, okay, God. So I hadn't heard from him in a while. And usually when he sends me emails, it's a bunch of attacking of my character. It's not about our daughter. I'll just say that. It's not about our daughter. And so I just ignore it. And so I was like, God, you know, I really would like for Joy to have her father in her life. Like, it's been 5 years. Maybe he's healed. Maybe he's changed. Maybe he's matured. You know, um, maybe he's ready to step up to the plate and be a parent. So I was like, I was telling my friend, I was like, I don't know what I should write him, but I feel like I want to write him and just let him know that I'm open to him having a relationship with Joy. And so I went to email him and I was like, some kept nudging me like, no, not yet. And so I was like, okay, God, I want to send this man this message. It was going to be something like, hey, Happy New Year. Um, just want to let you know that I'm open to having a civil conversation about you and Joy's relationship. Um, so if you want to, we can definitely, schedule that or whatever. But for whatever reason, God told me don't send it or whatever. And I was like, okay, God, I need a sign. Like, should I contact him? If I should contact him, when should I contact him? Things of that nature. So this past Friday, last night, basically, I didn't even know that he wrote me. I didn't even see the email until like one something in the morning because I'm at work. So I saw the email and I'm just gonna say that the email was not about him having a relationship with his daughter. Um, I'm gonna pull up the email because it's certain points I want to make concerning the email without really giving too much information. Um, okay. So there the email was not basically about him having a relationship with her. It was about everything else but that. And so my reply to him was, I'll read my reply. I'm not gonna read his email because first of all, it's a book and it's a little sassy. Okay. But okay, that was petty. Okay. So keep in mind, this is the title of the email, okay? The title of the email is Stop Living in Fear. I thought that was pretty ironic because I felt like it was the devil giving me a message from the Lord saying I ain't got to fear him. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just, you have to know our history in order to understand why I said that. But anyway, but I just thought that was weird. Stop living in fear. So my response was, good morning. I'm not going to say his name. I think it's really sad that you can write me a whole paragraph about a bunch of hogwash versus simply writing me to ask if you can have a relationship with your daughter. I'm not even going to address what you wrote because clearly you're still believing your own lies. Life isn't about us anymore. What we had, good or bad. It's about joy in and in her entire life. I've done what was best for her and her well-being. If you have a problem with that, well, sir, that's on you. But I thank God for this email. I was praying about writing you to ask you if you would like to have a civil conversation about you and Joy's relationship because she deserves two healthy parents in her life that love her. Unfortunately, this was confirmation that I needed not to contact you because it's clear this email wasn't about her at all. If you want a relationship with your child, I'm more than open to that, but I think it's best you go through the courts so everything can be documented so we can have it in black and white because that doesn't lie. Be blessed. And there was some back and forth. I responded to him one more time after that, um and basically just let him know don't contact me unless it's not strictly about him having a relationship with Joy. I don't want to hear all that other mess. My truth is my truth and it's going to be my truth, and I'm going to tell my testimony to whoever I feel God wants me to tell my testimony to. I'm not going to go into details about that in this video, but I am good. I've been in prayer for a while now about um sharing the story behind how we met, how things were in the relationship, why we ended the relationship, well, why I ended the relationship, and why he's not in the picture now. And so once I feel God has given me the okay to release that, like in detail with receipts and all of that, then I will. But um it's a couple of things I do want to address. And I'm talking to the spirit that lives in him because see, for a long time after I left that relationship, I was not myself. I was so broken and broke down, and my family didn't recognize me, my friends didn't recognize me. Like, I didn't recognize me. I was not the same. I wasn't the social butterfly that I am. I had social anxiety really, really bad. Um, I didn't talk much. I didn't talk much at all. Um, I've been in therapy since then, and I stopped vlogging. Vlogging is like a passion for me. I love being transparent about what's going on in my life because I understand that ministry is not just in the church. You see what I'm saying? You are ministry. You know what I'm saying? What you're going through could help somebody else go through what they're going through because they may feel alone. So I've always been open to vlogging and sharing my life, not everything in my life, but the things that I deem important to share um with people. And so with that being said, I thought it was crazy that the name of the email that he wrote me was Stop Living in Fear. What the enemy thought he was using to harm me, God used it for good because I got a word out of that. I don't have to live in fear. You know what I'm saying? There was a part in the email where he said something to the effects of I need to be careful what I'm sharing on social media and I'm looking crazy and all of this. Let me tell you something. Once you share your story, you take the shame away from that. And there's nobody can once you share your story and you tell your truth, nobody can take that away from you. What can they use against you once you've told your truth? Nothing. The shame is gone. God gets the glory from that story. And so I thought that was pretty crazy, not crazy, but ironic that he said that. I'm not going to shut up about my past. I'm a domestic violence survivor. I will share that story for the rest of my life. Um And I will continue to tell my daughter who her father is, not necessarily um the bad stuff because one, she's too young to understand the reason why we're not together, okay? I will say that as she gets older and God willing that I'm still here, that I will share with her the story between me and her father. But as of right now, she knows who he is. I'm not bitter about why we're not together and all of this. My main goal is for her to be happy and healthy. My main goal is for her to know where she comes from and to know who she is and to know her worth. And so she knows who he is. If I show her a picture of him right now, she could tell you who he is. And so anyway, I just thought that was ironic because he wants me to stop sharing my depression story. He wants me to stop sharing my weight loss journey. Um, he wants me to stop sharing my domestic violence story. At the end of the day, that is what made me who I am today. That's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to stop sharing my story just because the devil doesn't like it. I'm going to continue to share it, and God is going to get the glory out of that story. Pinpoint blank period. Um I shared all that to say, let me go back to my Facebook message. Not message, but my Facebook status. God is dealing with me in those areas: preparation, clarity, restoration, supernatural obedience, and unwavering confidence in his voice. And I think obedience and unwavering confidence in his voice kind of go hand in hand. Um, I'm glad I was obedient to not uh talking to him when I wanted to send the email. I'm blessed and thankful that I'm hearing God's voice and I'm learning his voice of when he tells me to do something or not to do something. Um, I'm very serious about my walk with God. It's been too long for me allowing other people to dictate to me what I should do with my life and living in fear because somebody doesn't like what I'm saying or somebody doesn't like what I'm doing or they are offended by me living out my purpose. That doesn't have anything to do with me. Not at all. Um I'm gonna pray about, like I said, I think I've said this in the earlier in the video, but I'll pray about sharing my testimony like in full detail with receipts and stuff like that. But it's for God to get the glory out of that. It's not to um make him look a certain way or whatever, because he gonna look the way he look, because the truth is the truth. You see what I'm saying? But um something about him writing me and me standing my ground, me finally standing up to him, has opened up a whole new level of Aja. Okay. I'm not that broken woman that I was 5 years ago. You can't scare me with your tactics about going to court and I need to stop doing this and stuff like that because of what you could use against me in court. I'm not finna allow the devil to keep me hindered um and to keep me bound. I'm not shutting up. Period. I'm not going to stop living my life because you don't like it. Period. And I'm going to continue to love and care for my daughter. Period. Okay? But I just want to share that a little bit with y'all. That was my weekend in a nutshell. Um Church was amazing today. Um Church was upside down today and the service was a little bit different than it usually is. Um Prayer was amazing. Worship was amazing. Um and then I got connected with one of the pastors of the church, and she's going to be working with me to help me just get stronger in my spiritual journey and things of that nature. So I'm excited about that. Um, it is time for the 10-day detox. I will be recording 2 videos at once this week. This clip here is going to be a part of the weekly vlog that I'll post next week. Well, by the time you see it, it'll be whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Um, and then I'm gonna be recording what I'm going through on the detox because it's about to get serious. Okay, it's about to get serious. I'm looking forward to my double chin leaving. Hmm. Huh? Huh? Looking forward to these dark spots leaving. Okay. So I'm excited. 2025 is starting off real good. I'm not doing it in my strength. It's God's strength, and it's feeling pretty good. You know, it's just his strength. His strength is lit. His strength is pretty lit. Oh, and another thing. This is, and she know who she is. Y'all gonna get this bonnet, okay? Y'all gonna get, if y'all ain't gonna get nothing else, y'all gonna get this bonnet because I be at home, okay? And when the feeling hit me to record, I'm not putting on no makeup. I did put on some lip gloss, because my lips was chapped. But I ain't putting on no makeup. I ain't combing his hair. Look at it. Look at it. Hair all over my head. I ain't finna take this bonnet off. Y'all gonna get this bonnet, baby. Y'all definitely gonna get this bonnet. Okay. I told I was gonna say this in this video. but um but yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next clip. This video is probably gonna include some workouts and some what I eat in the days and things like that. Um, but I guess I'll see you guys in the next clip. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I just want to say that this week has been weekend, okay? And this clip right here, I don't know what happened, but it did not record any of my sound. So I have no clue what I was talking about. I was probably telling y'all that I had been up since like 4:30 and I was on my way to the doctor, but I have to go to the grocery store before the doctor. Something to that effect. I have no idea, but whatever the case may be, please just stay tuned. Good morning, y'all. It is January 7th, 2025. And my morning did not go the way that I planned for it to go. Yesterday, I vlogged, but one of my clips didn't have any audio. I don't even know if I'm gonna share it or not. But I've been staying active. I have, since the last clip that I talked about my child's father, I've since blocked him because he's harassing me. I've started the detox, hence the watermelon. I've been feeling pretty good though. I've been feeling pretty good. Minus I have not been sleeping well. That's one thing I will say. I have not been sleeping well. Y'all see these bags under my eyes? And that just means I need to start praying before I go to bed. And just sitting with God. But this is day 2 of the detox. We are getting rid of processed foods. And making sure that we're reading labels. I'm gonna have to start going to a farmer's market. Because I be wanting seeded watermelon. But anywho, this clip is really boring. I'm actually about to clock in to work. Thing juicy. About to choke me. So I feel like it was something else I wanted to share with y'all. But I don't know. I don't know what that is. So I got some bad news from my doctor, and I'm trying not to panic. Long story short, I have to go and get a renal ultrasound done. I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. I am scared. But this means that I need to pray. I need to pray a little bit harder. This week has not gone like I wanted it to go. And yes, I look like yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna cry it out, and then I'm gonna pray. And then I'm gonna pray. Okay.